What is going on YouTube? TEW Cards back with another video, and today we have TTM episode number 19. This is 2 weeks worth of returns because in the second week I didn't get very many. I didn't have a whole lot of time to film the first one, so just kind of combining them together. And let's get right into it. So first up, we have a 2 of 2 point for Team 80s. And we have got Mr. Randy Neiman here on the 86 tops traded and the 87 tops, and I asked him to inscribe both with 86 World Series champs, which he happily did, so thank you, Mr. Neiman, for that. Next up, it's a 3 of 2 or 4 of 2, but we got Mr. Randy Johnson, not the Hall of Fame pitcher, the Braves player. Got him here on an 84 tops, which I got from Pure Collector not too long ago. Finally sent it out. Came out very nice. We're at 85 tops. And then we got signed index card, which is pretty nice. So thank you, Mr. Johnson, for that. Next up, 2 of 1, I believe. 2 of 1. We got Mr. Claude Osteen here on his second year, 1960. I believe. Is this 1960? I don't know. I think so. But very nice autograph here from Mr. Osteen. And he also it's an index card, 3-time All-Star, 2x 20 game winner, and 65 World Series champ. And then on the other side, he says Dodger Stadium was his favorite. So thank you, Mr. Osteen, for that. Next up, we got a 4 of 4 success. Another point for Team 80s, third point already. So move these back. And we got Mr. Dan Schatzeder here on the 87 Donruss, 87 tops, 89 Fleer update, and the 86 tops. So thank you, Mr. Schatzeder. Very good signer. Next up, we have a 4 of 4 success. Another point for Team 80s. And another 87 Donruss. We got Mr. Mike Mason. Got him here on the 87 Donruss. 87 tops. 86 tops. Yep. I was making sure it wasn't a traded. And then we got an 85 tops. So thank you, Mr. Mason, for that. Next up, 3 of 3. Phenomenal signer here. Got Mr. Doc George Medich. And here on a 78 tops. 82 Fleer. And 79 tops. So thank you, Mr. Medich, for that. Next up, and that was also a point for Team 80s. Then we got a 4 of 5 success. Did not sign my 86 tops. We got Mr. Matt Young here on the 87 Donruss. 90 tops. 87 tops and 87 tops traded. So thank you, Mr. Young, for that. Next up, 3 of 3 success. We got Mr. Tippy Martinez. We got him here on an 86 tops, 91 Senior League, and an 87 tops. So thank you, Mr. Martinez, for that. Another point for Team 80s, so we're already up to 7. Next up, not a point for Team 80s, unfortunately, but it is a 2 of 2 from Mr. Tony Fasas. We got him here on a 90 Fleer. Fasas. I don't know. Tony Fasas here on the 90 Fleer and 90 tops. Sorry if I mispronounced the last name. And next up, we got a 3 of 3, I believe. Not a point for Team 80s, but we got Mr. Eddie Zosky here on a 93 tops, and 292 Donruss. Thank you, Mr. Zosky, for that. Next up, 1 of 1 current day player, and we got Mr. Tanner Bybee. Got second in Rookie of the Year voting behind Gunnar Henderson. Has a decent autograph and is actually a really good pitcher. So thank you, Mr. Bybee. Not a lot of current day guys signed, so it was nice to get. Next up, 2 of 2. We got Mr. Joe Johnson here on the 87 Donruss and 87 tops traded. A good amount of 87 Donruss this week. Next up, we got a. Make sure I get it all. We got Mr. Mike Caldwell here on the 85 tops and 82 Fleer, so another 0.4 team 80s. Thank you, Mr. Caldwell. And then we got one other thing. We got, I asked him who his least favorite hitter to face was, and he said Reggie Jackson. Thank you for that, Mr. Caldwell. Just set this off to the side since I've already got it set down. Next up, kind of an interesting return. It's going to be, I'm going to consider it a 2 of 0 success. And you'll understand why here in a second. So, I got Mr. John Olerud here, but he sent me this card in his own envelope after I got him a couple months ago. So, out of the kindness of his heart, he actually just gave me this card signed and sent it to me. But what I also found interesting was that in the first time that I sent to him, he did not return my question, but this time he did with his own envelope. And I asked him who his least favorite pitcher to face was, and he said Randy Johnson. So I thought that was really cool. So thank you, Mr. Allrood, for that. Very cool of him to do. Next up, we have a 4 of 4. So it took a very long time. We got Mr. Mike Lyon. Sent this out in August. And finally got it back. Got him here on an 87 Donruss, 88 Fleer, 88 Donruss, and 87 tops. So thank you, Mr. Lyon. Next up, 2 of 2. We got Mr. Tim McIntosh here on 91 tops and 90 Fleer. Thank you, Mr. McIntosh. In our final return of the day, we got Mr. Ralph Bryant here on the 87 Donruss, 87 tops traded, and an 88 Fleer. Thank you, Mr. Bryant, and thank you all for watching. We have 2, 4, 6, because this was an 82 Fleer with Medich. So we got 6 there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points for Team 80s. So thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.